Hello friends, this is the first lecture on web designing internship. In this internship, we'll see what is the demand of a web designer, what are the different types of jobs available, and also we'll see the meaning of some buzzwords which are always used in web designing world. So let us begin with the job demand in the field of web designing. Let's find the answer to this question from Google. So I'll Google web designing jobs and let us see what Google says. There are so many jobs. I can see 39 more jobs here. Scrolling down. Jobs on Naukri.com, jobs on Indeed. Is web designing a good career? There is a question people also asking. So Google says yes, web design is a good career. Not only are web designers currently in high demand by employers, the field is expected to grow by 27% by the year 2024. That demand will ensure salaries stay high for web designers moving forward. What are the career paths in web design? Web design is a dynamic field, and once you acquire web design skills, your career can continue in any number of directions. Certainly, you could get hired as a web designer and continue on the ladder until you are a senior web designer who makes on average around $80,000 included bonuses. Alternatively, you could learn to code if you don't know already and pursue the web developer job track. Senior web developers bring home $88,000 on average, which is a very huge number. Another especially lucrative option would be to push deeper into creating user-centric experiences by learning UX skills and pursuing a job as a UX UI designer. The average senior UX designer makes over $100,000 plus more than $30,000 in bonuses. So that is a huge number, which shows clearly that web designing is a good option as a career. So now I'll be discussing some I'll go inside deep into web designing to give you the flavor and the idea of what we will be learning in this web designing internship. So now let us see some important topics on web designing, which are you can say the buzzwords in the web designing world. So first very important topic that we will be discussing today is what is a website. So this is the first thing that as a web designer you should know. Then we'll be discussing about web browser. Next important concept will be domain. Then we'll learn hosting. Then we'll see the concepts of web pages and how they should be designed. Moving on, the first topic, that is website. So what is a website? In layman terms, a website is a collection of information that we keep on the internet about any organization, about a celebrity, about a person, about anything. So what is a website? We can say website is a collection of information about usually an organization, not necessarily, that is available on internet. So this is a layman definition to a website. What is a website? It is a collection of information about an organization that is available on the internet. Now, what is a web browser? So web browser is a software, is an application which is used to access a website. Whenever we want to access a website, we will be using a web browser, a software. So it is an application which is used to access a website. For an example, Google Chrome, we have Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, and there are many. So these are few applications which are used to access a website. A website is a collection of information, and when we want to access the website, we need a software, we need an application which is called web browser. Now when we develop a website is usually in the form of pages. It has a number of pages. Each page contains some information about that organization. For example, now let us see a website. So I'll be looking at a website. I'll type the name of the website, and here comes website. This is a website of software services and solutions. It has the home page, then the about page, then the services, then the clients, internship, career, startup, blogs, and contact page. So a website is a collection of web pages wherein each web page will contain some information about that organization. Web browser we have just discussed. Now here we are using a web browser, that is Google Chrome. So in Google Chrome we have typed the name of the website here, and this is the website which is displayed on the screen. If we can scroll down, these are the informations about the different services which are being provided by the organization, the different clients, then about the organization, the career which are open in this organization. There is a blog option where we can find a lot of other general informations regarding software development, because it is a software development company website. So website is a collection of information about any organization. It is made up of web pages, and to access a website we need a web browser. Another very important term is the domain. We also say it a domain name. So domain name is nothing but the name of the website. When we create a website, we have to give a name to the website, that is called domain name. For example, Amazon.com is a website name. This is called domain name of Amazon. We can have iitp.ac.in. This is another name of a website of IIT Patna. So there can be a lot of website names. So these names are called the domain name. These names have to be registered from different registrars. We have GoDaddy, which is one of the largest platform where we can get our domain name and register the website on that name, so that anyone who wants to access the website from the web browser can type the name and it can be displayed on the user's screen. Now, another very important concept is a web server. Web server is a computer which stores the website. Once we create the website, it has to be hosted on a server computer which is always on, and it is connected to high-speed internet so that anyone can access it from anywhere. So web server is a computer which stores the website. The storing of a website on a web server is called hosting. Hosting is the process of putting the website on the web server. So we have to know how the hosting is done. We have to know how the web server will be accessed to host the website, and each individual page of the website is called web page. So a website is made up of a lot of web pages. Now we learn a very important concept about a website. So let us move on to some other concept, the business aspect, the business perspective of a website. So web designing is a very good career option. If you do web designing internship from Software Services and Solutions, you get to learn a lot of insights, how websites are designed, how we can make user-friendly website, how we can make websites which are Google friendly, so that it syncs according to the algorithm of Google, and then whenever a customer uses the search engine, it shows the website on the top. So this is what we want to discuss in this session. I hope you find it interesting. Thank you.